Films to be made to induce reforms in society and imbue patriotism among the countrymen, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in her address to the National Film Award 2020 distribution ceremony. 32 persons in 27 categories get National Film Award 2020. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hasan Mahmood hands over the awards on behalf of the Prime Minister. Disrespectful of constitutional norms, the BNP wants to get the state power through conspiracies, says Obaidul Qadir. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to participate virtually in the 5th BIMSTEC Summit to be held in Colombo from March 30, informs Foreign Minister. Zelensky repeats call to hold peace talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine. And in the series deciding one-day match in the Centurion, South Africa set 155-run winning target for Bangladesh. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is News at 10 on BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. I am Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui. You just heard the headlines. Let's move on to the details of those and other stories.
25 তারিখে অ্যাসেম্বলি কল করেছে, রক্তের দাগ শুকায় নাই। আমি 10 তারিখে বলে দিয়েছি যে ওই শহীদের রক্তের উপর দিয়ে পাড়া দিয়ে আরটিসিতে মুজিবুর রহমান যোগদান করতে পারে না।
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said her government has allocated 1,000 crore taka for setting up cinema halls or cineplexes at district and upazila levels, having modern facilities to further flourish the film industry of the country. The Prime Minister was addressing the handing over ceremony of the National Film Award 2020 at the city's Bangabandhu International Conference Centre, joining virtually from her official residence, Ganobhavan, in Dhaka this morning. The Information and Broadcasting Ministry organized the function. Mentioning that the film is the reflection of the society, she said it can play a big role in reforming the society. The film-related people could discharge their due role and responsibilities towards the nation and the country by making quality cinemas, she added. The Prime Minister urged all concerned to make good movies which can play a significant role in eliminating irregularities and disarray from the society.
ফান্ড আমি এই জন্য করেছি যেন তাদের বিপদ আপদে বা যখন বৃদ্ধ হয়ে যায় তখন এই ট্রাস্ট ফান্ড থেকে বা চিকিৎসার জন্য সহযোগিতা পেতে পারেন। সেজন্য আমার একটা আহ্বান থাকবে আমাদের যারা বিত্তশালী তা আপনারাও এই ফান্ডে টাকা রাখবেন বেশি করে, যাতে করে আমাদের কোনো শিল্পীরা যেন কষ্ট না পায়, সেদিকে বিশেষ দৃষ্টি দিতে হবে। আমি চাই যে আমাদের একেবারে জেলা উপজেলা সব জায়গায় এই সিনেমা বা সিনেপ্লেক্স নির্মাণ হোক, যেখানে আধুনিক প্রযুক্তিতে যেন এই চলচ্চিত্র দেখানো যায়। আমাদের সমাজ সংস্কার, মানুষকে শিক্ষা দেওয়া বা মানুষকে দেশপ্রেমে উদ্বুদ্ধ করা এবং এই দেশকে সামনের দিকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাওয়া, চলচ্চিত্র শিল্পের সঙ্গে যারা জড়িত তাদের সবাইকে আমি এই আহ্বানই জানাবো যে আপনারা যারা শিল্পী, কলা কুশলী যারাই আছেন, তারা আমাদের স্বাধীনতা অর্জন, আমাদের গণমানুষের যে আত্মত্যাগ এবং আমাদের এগিয়ে চলার পথ, সেই পথটা যেন মানুষের কাছে আরো ভালোভাবে উপস্থাপন হয় এবং দেশপ্রেমে উদ্বুদ্ধ হয়ে মানুষ যেন সুন্দরভাবে এগিয়ে যেতে পারে। আর আমাদের ভবিষ্যৎ প্রজন্ম বা নতুন প্রজন্ম তারা যেন নিজেদের জীবনকে আরো সুন্দরভাবে গড়ে তুলতে পারে, সেইভাবেই আপনারা এই শিল্পগুলি তৈরি করে মানুষের সামনে উপস্থাপন করবেন, সেটাই আমি চাচ্ছি।
Earlier, on behalf of the Premier Information and Broadcasting Minister, Dr. Hasan Mahmood handed over the awards among the recipients as he presided over the function. Gore and Bishashundari movies jointly won the award in the Best Film category. Ghazi Rakayat has been given the Best Director award for his film Gore. Eminent artists Anwara Begum and Raisul Islam Asad got the Lifetime Achievement Award 2020 for their enormous contributions to the film industry. Siam Ahmed was awarded the Best Actor, while the Best Actress in Leading Role Award 2020 went to Dipannita Martin. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood presided over the program. Chairman of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Information and Broadcasting Ministry, Hassanul Haq Inu, and Information and Broadcasting Secretary, Mohammad Maqbool Hussain, spoke at the function. On behalf of the recipients, noted artist Raisul Islam Asad expressed his feelings at the function. The government, under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, has been working to take the film industry of Bangladesh to the global arena that started its journey in the hands of Bangabandhu. Information and Broadcasting Minister and Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood said this. He was presiding over the program to distribute the National Film Award on behalf of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at the Bangabandhu International Conference Centre in the capital today. Dr. Hassan Mahmood says Bangladesh is now an example in the world as it is going ahead indomitably under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina.
যেই চলচ্চিত্র শিল্পের যাত্রা শুরু হয়েছে জাতির পিতা বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর রহমানের নেতৃত্বে, সেই চলচ্চিত্র শিল্প জাতির পিতার কন্যা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে আগের স্বর্ণালী দিন শুধু ফিরে পাবে নয়, বিশ্ব দরবারেও স্থান করে নেবে। বাংলাদেশের বহু চলচ্চিত্র বিশ্ব দরবারে নানা পুরস্কারে ভূষিত হয়েছে। মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীর নেতৃত্বে চলচ্চিত্র শিল্পের উন্নয়নের জন্য তিনি সাম্প্রতিক সময়ে 1000 কোটি টাকার একটি বিশেষ তহবিল গঠন করেছেন, যাতে যে সিনেমা হলগুলো বন্ধ হয়ে গেছে সেগুলো আবার পুনরায় চালু করা যায়, যে সিনেমা হলগুলো পুরনো হয়ে গেছে সেগুলোর আধুনিকায়ন করা যায় এবং সারা দেশে উপজেলা পর্যায় পর্যন্ত যাতে নতুন নতুন সিনেমা হল, সিনেপ্লেক্স নির্মিত হয়। মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী বস্তুগত উন্নয়নের পাশাপাশি মানুষের আত্মিক উন্নয়ন, সাংস্কৃতিক উন্নয়ন মাধ্যমে একটি উন্নত জাতিও গঠন করতে চান এবং সেই উন্নত জাতি গঠন করার ক্ষেত্রে চলচ্চিত্র শিল্প বড় ভূমিকা রাখতে পারে। সেই জন্যই মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী এই চলচ্চিত্র শিল্পের উন্নয়নের জন্য নানাবিধ পদক্ষেপ গ্রহণ করেছেন।
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina stressed elevating bondage to a strategic level through cooperation in new areas between Bangladesh and the three Nordic countries. She came up with the opinion when the three Nordic countries' envoys posted in Dhaka, Ambassador of Norway Espen Richter Svensson, Ambassador of Denmark Winnie Estrup Petersen, and Ambassador of Sweden Alexandra Berg von Linde paid a courtesy call on the Premier. The envoys met the Prime Minister at Ganabhavan this morning, marking 50 years of diplomatic relations between Bangladesh and the three Nordic countries. The diplomats assured the Premier of providing continued assistance in the economic development of Bangladesh. Press Secretary Saul Karim briefed media after the meeting. The Prime Minister said the three Nordic countries have become close partners in Bangladesh's development, trade and investment over the last 50 years. The envoys congratulated the Prime Minister on the occasion of the 50 years of the diplomatic relations between Bangladesh and the three Nordic countries. They appreciated the progress of Bangladesh, particularly the social development gained following the footsteps of Bangabandhu. The envoys highly lauded the Prime Minister for providing houses to the landless and homeless people. Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister, Dr. Ahmed Kaikaus, was present. Newly appointed 9 High Commissioners and Ambassadors to Bangladesh presented their credentials to President Mohammad Abdul Hamid at Bangabhavan this afternoon. On arrival at Bangabhavan, they were given Guard of Honor by a contingent of President's Guard Regiment. The new envoys were Catherine Kivi of Estonia, Brendan Ward of Ireland, Mukangira Jacqueline of Rwanda, Daniela Mariana Serzonov Tane of Romania, Muhammad Ahmed Salim Muhammad Rara of Mauritania, Hugo Javier Gobi of Argentina, Nurlan Zalghasbayev of Kazakhstan, Ahmed Sule of Nigeria, and Ambassador of Dominican Republic David Emmanuel Puig Buchel. Welcoming the new envoys, President Mohammad Abdul Hamid expressed hope that they would work for strengthening their respective countries' relations with Bangladesh during their tenure. Noting the country's foreign policy, friendship towards all, malice to none, the President said Bangladesh attaches importance to developing its relations with all countries of the world. During the meeting, the new High Commissioner and ambassadors sought all-out cooperation of the President in discharging their duties. President's Office Secretary Shompod Borua, Military Secretary Major General S.M. Salahuddin Islam, Press Secretary Mohammad Jainal Abidin, and Secretary Attached Mohammad Wahidul Islam Khan were present. Ambassadors of three Nordic countries, Sweden, Denmark and Norway, working in Bangladesh made courtesy call on Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry at her office at the Parliament complex today. The ambassadors are Alex Borg von Linde of Sweden, Winnie Strapp Petersen of Denmark and Espen Richter Benson of Norway. During the call-on, they discussed various issues including friendly relations between Bangladesh and Nordic countries, socio-economic development of Bangladesh, expansion of trade and commerce, women empowerment, climate change and parliamentary friendship group. The speaker greeted the ambassadors marking the 60th year of Nordic Day. Historic Helsinki Accords was signed on March 23, 1962. The Nordic countries observed the date as Nordic Day. The ambassadors of Nordic countries assured of continuing cooperation in bilateral and mutual interest as Bangladesh is a trusted friend of Nordic countries. Ignoring constitutional and democratic norms, the BNP is trying to grab power through conspiracies. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir made the allegation in a statement today. Responding to the speeches of the BNP Secretary General that his party has no interest in Election Commission's activities, Obaidul Qadir says the people of the country know well that the BNP opts for backdoors in contrast to democratic dialogues. The Awami League General Secretary goes on to say the ill politics of BNP over the prices of essentials did not work at all. The government led by Sheikh Hasina responds to any needs and sufferings of people as it is a pro-people government, he added. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will join the 5th BIMSTEC meeting in Sri Lankan capital Colombo virtually on March 30. Heads of states and governments of the member nations will also join the summit virtually. Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen came up with the information at a press conference at the Foreign Ministry today. State Minister for Foreign Affairs Shahriar Alam and senior officials of the ministry were present. The Foreign Minister says it is expected that heads of the states and governments of the BIMSTEC member countries will discuss sustainable development, life standards, peace and socio-economic progress in this region. And now international news. Russia-Ukraine issue. Fighting intensifies on multiple fronts in Ukraine more than 3 weeks after Russia started attack on February 24. Ukrainian authorities said Russian naval forces shelled some residential buildings on the edge of Odessa. In a television interview, Ukrainian President Zelensky said a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin is necessary to determine Russia's position on ending the war. Zelensky said without this meeting, it is impossible to fully understand what the Russians are willing to do to stop the war. Meanwhile, Ukraine agrees deal with Russia to set up 9 humanitarian corridors. The agreement does not cover the besieged southeastern port city of Mariupol, but includes routes out of Luhansk, where a ceasefire has been announced. Meanwhile, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has on the first floor of the 2-story building when the fire erupted at around 3 a.m. While on work escaped the fire by jumping out of the room, 11 workers lost their lives. It is suspected that the fire was caused by a short circuit in the godown. A meeting between Parliamentary Committee on Public Undertakings and European Union representatives and advisers was held at Parliament Members' Club Conference Room today. Chairman of the committee, A.S.M. Firoz, presided over the meeting. The meeting discussed in detail the action plan for skill development of members of Parliament and supporting officers. It was opined in the meeting that the advisory committee will play an effective role in making the Jatiyo সংসদ more dynamic and effective. The meeting was informed that the action plan for seminars has been formulated along with the training of the members of Parliament to improve the skills of the officers and conducting of Parliament proceedings. Now, weather. Weather forecast valid till 6 p.m. tomorrow is said rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at one or two places over Rangpur, Mymensingh and Sylhet divisions. Weather may remain mainly dry with temporary partly cloudy sky elsewhere over the country. Mild heat wave is sweeping over the districts of Dhaka, Kishorganj, Rangamati, Chandpur, Rajshahi, Pabna and Kushtia, and it may continue. Day and night temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country. Now today's maximum and minimum temperatures in divisional cities. Maximum 35 and minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius in Rangpur, maximum 37.4 and minimum 23.3 degrees Celsius in Rajshahi, maximum 34.1 and minimum 23 degrees Celsius in Mymensingh, maximum 35.4 and minimum 22.8 degrees Celsius in Sylhet, maximum 36.5 and minimum 24.6 degrees Celsius in Dhaka, maximum 35.5 and minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius in Khulna, maximum 35.2 and minimum 23 degrees Celsius in Borishal, and maximum 32.1, minimum 22.4 degrees Celsius in Chattogram division. The highest temperature of the country was recorded 37.5 degrees Celsius in Rangamati, and lowest temperature was recorded 19.5 degrees Celsius in Srimangol today. The weather forecast for next 3 days: day and night temperature may remain unchanged. There will be sunlight in the sky. Day temperature may remain unchanged and maximum temperature may stand at 36 degrees Celsius in the capital tomorrow. Night temperature may fall by 1 degree to 24 degrees Celsius. Day temperature may fall 1 degree Celsius from previous day in the capital on Friday. Day temperature may stand at 35 degrees and night temperature may be 24 degrees Celsius. Similar temperature may remain on Saturday. Now, news on sports. Bangladesh beat South Africa by 9 wickets in the last ODI and won the 3-match series by 2-1 in Centurion. It is the first ODI series win for Bangladesh in Protea's home ground since 20 years. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina congratulated Bangladesh team for their glorious victory. South Africa won the toss and decided to bat first. The hosts were all out on 154 runs in 37 overs. Taskin Ahmed bagged 5 wickets for the second time in the ODI. Shakib Al-Hassan took 2, while Shariful and Mehdi Miraj took 1 wicket each for the Tigers. In reply, Bangladesh reached their victory target and scored 156 runs for 1 in 26 overs 3 balls. Tamim Iqbal was unbeaten on 87 runs, while Liton Das scored 48 runs for the visitors. The 5th National Women Baseball Tournament 2022 will start from tomorrow in the capital. A press conference was held at Bangabandhu National Stadium to inform the details of the competition today. Executive of patron organization FM Iqbal bin Anwar and General Secretary of Bangladesh Baseball Association Aminul Islam Liton were present on the occasion. A total of 8 teams are taking part in the competition. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. Films to be made to induce reforms in society and imbue patriotism among the countrymen, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in her address to the National Film Award 2020 distribution ceremony. 32 persons in 27 categories get National Film Award 2020. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood hands over the awards on behalf of the Prime Minister. Disrespectful of constitutional reforms, the BNP wants to get the state power through conspiracies, says Ubaidul Qadir. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to participate virtually in the 5th BIMSTEC Summit to be held in Colombo from March 30, informs Foreign Minister. Zelensky repeats call to hold peace talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine. And Bangladesh beat South Africa by 9 wickets in the 3rd ODI and clinches the series by 2-1. Viewers, that's the end of the news. Please maintain Corona protocol, use mask and stay safe. Khuda Hafiz.